All right. Hello, hello, hello. It is Saturday night. We are back for another live stream. We are continuing on this RG God Gundam we started a few weeks ago. I have a feeling it's going to be a good number of weeks left, considering this is the third stream, and we've only gotten starting the stream with only like 2 feet and most of a leg or something. So definitely gonna be a complex build. But anyway, we've been working on that tonight. We're giving away an MG Hi-Zack at some point tonight, which will be cool. Excited to get those in stock. We've never had those at the Mecha Warehouse before, so that's always cool when you get a kit that got reprinted that wasn't around for a while. And what else is going on? I guess I'm going to jump into the chat and say hello. Before I do, I want to remind everybody to hit that like button. It helps show the stream to more people. And also, we are running a sale currently at mechawarehouse.com. Pork chop 25 for 25% off select items. If you didn't see our, our marketing for that, it's a reference to some of those G.I. Joe overdubs, pork chop sandwiches. We've got some stuff we need to get the bleep out of the warehouse. I definitely recommend Googling. I think if you search for pork chop sandwiches on YouTube, it comes up probably as the first thing. So anyway, I'm going to say hello, and then I'm going to get back to building so I can hopefully finish this RG God Gundam at some point. So anyway, what's up, Saltiest Dogs? Weeks K, Grimlock, 64, Dylan Dull, Kyle Romano, Mimic Senpai, Jason S, Pockets, Dan Bowman, Celestial Beans, Caro Soldier, Jack Chan, Digital Baka, Farless Barkley, Wyatt, 808 Johnster, Viper 6, Earthfake 32, Bo Odell, Kyle Walter, R. Prats, Stealthy Bedlam, Simon Belmont, Lewis Pagan, Heathcliff 66, Hames, Maverick Entity, Kilo Delta, Israel Knight, Backseat Politician, Mimic Senpai, Mark D, Devil O Gundamexia, Matt Atkinson, Rob to Builder, Stephen Chua, Matthew Russ, thanks to the sub, Hames, Adrian Ledesma. We see a lot of familiar names tonight. JH loved the Hi-Zacks and older kits circa 2004, but it was another generation of kits that signaled the improvement Bandai would make in the next couple of years. Yeah, I feel like the early 2000s, especially like 2003, 2004, 2005, a lot of like the wing master grades are in that era, and they're definitely solid kits. They're pretty solid from that point forward for the most part. The first few wing master grades weren't as good as the later ones, so it was definitely a period of rapid improvement. I haven't built that one myself, but I did end up snagging one, so one of these days. Samuel, what's up? Grandma, did someone say body massage? Jake Lynn, what's going on? Normal actual, I was so confused when you said pork chop sandwiches on Discord. I guess we didn't all have great childhoods, so whatever. Zaku 2, what's up? Lucas Burning, Troy Unrain, Naked Stream. Also, by the way, when I clicked the link for the pork chop sale, it led me to a failed link. Has that been resolved? There was a second email that was sent out that has the correct link, so should be good to go if you have that link. Or that second email. Blast Rebuilds, what's up? Jay Penna, Body Massage Machine, gone. Oh, how are you liking this build? Good so far. Body Massage was great. On the Goof Custom and Camphor. What's up, TJV, Michael Foster? Normal Action. Did you get one of those Dragon kits you mentioned in the weekly update? I haven't. I think I might snag one of the couple that got dinged, so I'll probably end up with one, but it hasn't physically made it to my office or my actual backlog yet. My girlfriend loves the Hi-Zack. She likes it because she saw it on a sticker. I think that's how the site appears to work fine. Can't tell the prices are normal sale though. The prices won't apply until you put the discount code and look at it in the cart. So whatever the prices are in that collection or on the product pages will be their normal prices. A lot of vendors require us to advertise prices at or above a certain price, so we need a discount code we can show you in the cart. We can't show you on the website. Bandai is one of those manufacturers that has that kind of policy. Okay, so E1 32. GI, don't miss half the battle. I think those collectively, all those YouTube, or I guess they probably weren't originally on YouTube, were they? I don't even know where they originally appeared, but those overdubs are probably the best thing that were to be done with the G.I. Joe franchise. The second best, I think, is the episode of Community where they the G.I. Joe-tized everything. Is that Glass Sander? Yes, it is the Razor Origin from Gun Primer. I've been trying it out on this build. It's been pretty good, actually. A little bit of a learning curve, but I figured I'd give it a try. I just built the X-Creator Nightmare Claw. Nice. That's the way they're treating you. I'm liking it. Okay, you build it. And this is the RG God Gundam that just came out. We do still have them in stock. I don't know. I haven't really looked around to see if they're still commonly in stock everywhere, but I know we got plenty of stock. So if you didn't grab yours yet, we have them over mechawarehouse.com. Love my razor. It's a huge time saver over the multiple sandpapers. I don't know. The jury's still out a little bit. I don't know what's faster or better, but I'm definitely seeing the utility, and I can understand why everybody was so positive about them when they first started showing up on the market. X-Men with the Juggernaut was funny. I don't think I saw that one. Really paint away. Shining Gundam, nice. Still working on my first MG XX in progress. Nice. We're working on right now. This is the RG God Gundam. I need to go back to having a little icon or something on the screen with what I'm building. Get that question a lot, it seems. Finished my MG Master Gundam last week. Started Victory for Kyle last night. Cool. It's reversible working progress 4 months and counting. Not ashamed. That's cool. You go into detail on it, or just been unable to take much time? 4 months for a high grade is a decent amount of time. Although I'm not one to talk, because it takes me forever to build kits a lot of times. What are some other places you buy your kits from? Is that question supposed to be for me? I don't think I've got, other than P Bandai, I have, and maybe a couple kits from Amazon when I first started, I have not purchased a kit from a single other Gunpla retailer. Something about having your own shop makes it seem kind of silly to buy stuff from other shops. Still work on that Zaku 2 from the D&Ds, but I'm loving it so far. Nice. That's not fair, Nick. So what I'm building right now, I'm building the MG Gym ground type. Nice. I stopped buying from Amazon years ago. Yeah, kits I definitely don't buy from there anymore. The first few kits I bought from there were packaged horribly, and I think they were just resellers or like Japanese shops or something. It was, a while ago, so the situation was a bit different than it is now. But Through episode 24 of Zeta Gundam as of today, the grunt suits like Rick Diaz, Cabaldi Beta, and Hi-Zack appeal to me more than any of the main suits as usual. We're going to MG Heavy Arms now. Nice. MG Heavy Arms is a nice kit. Seeing how far I'll get on the HG Cabaldi Beta tonight. Cool. Got some great kits on Amazon. Edible MSRP a few times. You can get good prices, especially if Amazon carries them directly. The problem is you never know how they're going to show up. I actually used Amazon for fulfillment for Mecha Warehouse when we started at the very beginning. And the main reason we stopped was it was killing me to get complaints from customers about kits showing up in pouches. So we stopped. So Barry BB, if you could redo any of your custom builds, which one would it be? I don't know if there's any that I'd redo. I know what I would do better next time if I were to do it again. The 7-month-old at home, my building time has been nil lately. Thinking about doing the HG Psycho next. Cool. MG Virtue, is there a kit that you're hoping to restock or newly arrived to your store that you want to scoop up for yourself? I'm definitely going to grab an HG Shenlong when they finally show up. I'm sure there's some other ones too, but that's the one that most immediately comes to mind. I've been lucky so far. I've heard the horror stories, but I haven't ordered any kits from there in a few months now. Fiber visual fault tester I needed for Monday work. It arrived today. Package had a 10 plus cut in the backside and it was empty. Kind of hard to trust them. Sandra really does love sending Gunpla pouches. Even more expensive kits. Yeah, they just don't know. Arrow when it comes out. A lot of the Witch from Mercury kits seem like they're cool. I got definitely interested in a few of those. Gundam UC Engage. I don't know anything about Gundam UC Engage. Curious, such as the one, the option to hold, either the regular S Gundam or the EXS version. What's up, everyone? Super late tonight. What's up, Artie? I bought an MG Red frame that was listed by Amazon as new and completely damaged box and got a built kit with missing pieces. Ooh. That's a little rough. Built more kits than I bought this month. That's nice. Can't remember the last time I did that. I got the last year. It took me 10 hours to build or just watch cool space battles, but they give me a best kid that is stealing government property. Am I supposed to cheer for? And when you get done painting, do you final top coat with a can or airbrush? I feel like I can't get enough results top coating with airbrush compared to like Mr. Hobby rattle cans. Some of my first few builds I did with the Mr. Hobby cans, but once I got the airbrush, I used the airbrush for everything. I haven't used a can since... I feel like I get pretty good results, but got home just in time to catch the stream, got off work a bit, and I'm either building FM Calamity or Raider today. Nice. It's open for ARC 785 print stateside. It'll probably come around at some point. Was a low budget tool for sanding you'd recommend? I mean, that's a hard question to me. So I'm using the Razor Origin today, and I've been using it for this build. It's a pretty good tool. I don't think it's super expensive, but what is expensive to you might not be expensive to me, or vice versa. Sanding sponges can be pretty inexpensive, at least to start, until you factor in how many you need to build at whatever pace you build at. Spirits Ultron Gundam on Premium Bandai looks sick. I'm debating if I get one. Get refunded, however, so there's that, I suppose. Well, that's good at least. Actually love a G.I. Joe model line for the vehicles. There is a G.I. Joe vehicle, I think Flame Toys is making. Forget what it's called. I mean, there's the motorcycle that came out for, what was it, Snake Eyes or something? Or Storm Shadow? But there's a Jeep or something. What's up, J Punisher? Let's get a buff from Amazon. Did come bubble wrap pouch, but thankfully undamaged at the MG Curios. I snagged that one and combo set with an action base and tweezer for $55. The guy I'm repping for Pleepla as well. Not official mind, you're just a member. They clean the clear coat out of the airbrush. The top coat cans are my jam. Training cats and dogs in Phoenix today. Nice. Okay, someone explain the pork chop sale to me. So first off, Artie, you got to go on YouTube and Google pork chop sandwiches. The first thing that looks like it's a G.I. Joe clip, you need to watch. And then it'll all probably make sense from there. I just wouldn't watch it with kids around. Maybe we're about getting kits up, but I want to let you know every time I've ordered from you, it already gets me super fast for the distance. The close to me take 2 times as long. We've had people saying that they've got their kits super fast lately, and it's like, man, we haven't been slower than we are right now. We're still trying to get caught up. Yesterday we were finally shipping Friday orders on a Friday though, which, I mean, shipping the same day's orders on the same day again, even if it's not all of them. We haven't been able to do that in a while, so we're getting there. Things are close to being back. This is the last stream. How do you like the Razor so far? So far, so good. Striker, yeah, that's the one. We'll stand simp. The Infinity Sanding Sponge is great from 220 to 2500. Polish sponges, have to brush them off every once in a while. All glass we'll make tonight. Shikage cycle for Storm Shadow is very interesting but fun build. Someone post that clip. When I asked the Discord, I still do not get it. So the idea is we need to get certain things, the bleep, out. Pork chop sandwiches. We should have animated that clip with like kits over the faces of the kids. Like, we've got certain items that have been in stock way too long, aren't selling at the rate that we want them to sell at. So internally we were joking about a pork chop sandwiches sale, and then in reference to that clip, and then decided why not just call it that publicly too, because a lot of people get it. Bright is more an exception than the rule. Part of the point of UFC is that both the factions in the 1-year war are bad in their own way. What's up, Ori? Got an airbrush. Any tips if you have heard any? Which airbrush should you get? And what kind of paints you're using? Because that can matter a lot. I think the generic tips you've probably already heard, so, although maybe not. Go so far as to say that AU is the only good faction. Get all deliveries in less than a week, or at most a week from y'all. Good stuff. Pork chop sandwiches at fire sale. Yeah, basically. Sort of the red frame from Amazon is really sad and only reinforces my new rule of only buying Mecha Warehouse and Premium Bandai. When you guys managed to send a shipping out to me despite me delaying it for a day or so due to adding in my ding and dent, it still arrived the morning to save my building tonight. So thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. This teaches us that people aren't their governments, but also a lot of the AU too. Okay. You won 30 and 31. I went to ship packages at my house in VA in 2 days, so glad you don't use FedEx like another shop way south does. I was planning to use acrylic, and clear coat was going to be out of a bottle. I picked up the portable one since I can take it outside easily and move it around. Nice. So I guess the one thing I use acrylics, I use the Vallejo Mecha line, which is pretty solid. I feel like dry tip is one of the most common problems with acrylics, especially because they dry so fast. You can kind of clear the tip with your fingernails sometimes. Sometimes you can take the safety cap off, although if you do and you drop the airbrush, you bend the needle, which I've done before. Not fun. But using flow improver will definitely help minimize that. And the one habit I've kind of developed is after I spray and I release and I'm ready to spray again, I will usually spray without actually spraying, like just air away from the model that I'm painting or the part that I'm painting before I go back to the part. So if I'm spraying onto the part, I'll just spray air at the paper on the inside of my spray booth or the back of my hand or something to make sure it's not splattering the paint, because I'd rather it splatter onto something else and figure that out before I do put it on the part, so I don't have to fix it afterwards. I don't know if I'm the only one who does that, but that's a habit I've developed. Got my latest Mecha order yesterday. The pay plan setup has let me get kits I might have passed on due to price. Thanks for that option. That's cool. I'm glad we were able to add that. There's a new formula coming out, FYI. Oh, interesting. Is it a new line, or are they changing the formula of the existing paints? I have not heard about that. Get some paints, a gun tank, and sanders from y'all. They get here tomorrow. Nice. It'll take longer than 3 days for me to receive my order from Mecha Warehouse. We didn't mention this warehouse down south. They use FedEx. Tip dry is a very minimal problem. Just keep a piece of sponge with a little bit of moisture on it. After a little bit, just wipe the tip. That's probably better than the fingernail thing. Frost Snow on YouTube is great for airbrush questions. Thanks, I haven't learned any technique how to use it. That helps a bunch. Retarder will help tip dry. Yeah, retarder or flow improver, I think they're basically the same thing. It's just which different brands call them different things. So just be prepared to try out a lot of stuff. Buy a pack of spoons or something and just mess around with it for a while before you try to do anything that you care about. Because unless you are really good at reading up and studying up what to do and can copy things perfectly from the beginning, you'll probably have some frustrations if you try to go paint a kit right from the first spray. So you're running through the chat with efficiency today. I'm trying. Actually got a pretty good number of people here tonight. When you get MG Zaku 2, not sure if you have glass files. This one's been great. Sometimes I feel like I miss the sponges while I'm working with this, but it seems like a worthwhile tool. I'll be interested to see how it plays out trying to paint over it. And it's definitely not a be-all, end-all tool, but they're going to mission test stuff out and hopefully it goes out decent. Great. Practiced airbrushing for 6 months before doing my Sazabi. MG Zaku 2. Not chat. Oh, I get it. Someone in the chat is named Zaku too. Play Apex? I do not. I don't play many games. The only game I've been playing recently has been the PC game called Door Kickers 2. I think I was on a Stardew Valley kick at one point, maybe at the beginning of the year or something, but I'll usually play a game for like a month, way too much, and then I'll come back down to normalcy and stop playing games because I don't really have the time. Titanfall 2, great mech action shooter. I have not played that either. What we should use with Vallejo mecha colors for the airbrushing to make it thinner. So my go-to like default, and I play with this a little bit depending on which color, because it seems like some need to be thinner than others, which I think is not super uncommon for painting. But my default starting point I think is 1 to 5 flow improver to paint and 1 to 3 thinner to paint. So strange. I grew up wing and never really liked UC stuff until I built my first Zaku, and I love the designs, especially the Nightingale. I hated Zaku's until I built one. Especially the Zaku's, like the way they show up in the original Mobile Suit Gundam. Like I just feel like the detail level is not there. You're gonna restock Fusion the Frog. I have no idea. I work on my MG RX-78 too, and I broke the like 3 pieces, but the super glue came in clutch. Need Zaku have ability type. I think we got a few of those on order. I love how Charizzaku's stickers on Origins OVAs. Zaku show up in the manga are so gloated. It's the best scene in any manga ever. Changed my mind. Zaku, I want every real grade. I'm just missing the Gabby Hazard and Eric Mansfield. I love Zaku since the beginning of my Gundam journey. Being this World War II fanatic, their design captured me immediately. So the IBO doesn't get enough love. I love designs, even the HG. You still get the reactor details. Some cool designs in IBO. The part separation on this is crazy. I did this in the wrong order. Look at that. Yes, I think I did. My parts separator down here? I don't think it is. The thing I didn't like about the HGI IBO kits is that they're mostly the same kits with subtle armor changes. In case of SMS paints, I believe they're lacquer, but they're ready to spray just out of the bottle. I don't know anything about SMS. Splash is ready to spray out of the bottle. I know that. We carry Splash, so I've seen plenty about those. I haven't used any Splash yet, though. Dream release schedule for kits. You can include ones that don't exist. Oh, that's why those weren't coming out, because it's the whole freaking part. I feel slighted by the manual here. I don't know if it actually matters or not, but it looks like it kind of does. I think there's a little tab that this part goes over. Yeah. Why does it not put those... Or is that what that little symbol means? Usually they got the numbers for the order. Nick, thoughts on the Witch from Mercury anime so far? I haven't seen anything besides the Prelude. The Prelude was awesome. I was hoping it'd be on Gundam Info, but it looks like it is not. Saw some custom mods in the IBO Grey's Kai. It just clicked for me, so now, of course, everyone's sold out of them. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Okay. Almost done with my new game plus. 100% agree with you there, bud. Watch on Anime DAO. Is that like a free site? Can't forget some bad hate weapons. Okay, so let's do this first giveaway. So we're giving away an MG Hi-Zack tonight. For those that aren't familiar, usually we ask a question and ask for, a number in a certain range to go with it, and then we draw a random number, and if your number comes up, you are the winner. So first question of the night. I'm going to take a step back because we're talking about that pork chop sandwiches sale. So remember, pork chop 25 at mechawarehouse.com and select items that we're trying to get cleared out. Some great deals and some good kits, honestly, over there. So with that in mind and the whole G.I. Joe reference, I'm curious, has anybody who here has seen one or more of those old G.I. Joe overdubs, and who hasn't? Have you seen any of those? Were you familiar with them before the sale, or is that a new thing that maybe you saw because of it? And a number from 1 to 1,200. So 1 to 1,200. Have you seen those G.I. Joe overdubs? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. What was I also going to say? You have to be present to win, and you need the answer and the number in the same post for your entry to be valid. If you just post a number and your number gets called, you do not win. For me, I think it was in high school that I think a friend saw one and showed him to me. I don't know where they originated from or who did them, but they were hilarious. F111. The stick, don't grab the stick. Oh, yeah. Oh, good times. The whole thing actually makes me think, imagine being responsible for, you know, something that goes that viral, right? That many people know about, but it's essentially anonymous. Because we're like talking about this right now, but I don't know if anybody knows who actually did them. Curiosity, do the different Mecha Warehouse sticker colors mean anything? Not yet. Let's say that, not yet. They might come into play at some point, but we'll keep that secret for now. For example, using the internet for greatness. One behind those PSA parodies would later work in the Old Spice commercials, which explains everything about the Old Spice sets. Really? Is that true? Spamming numbers. Is someone spamming numbers? Yeah, he would go on to join the ad firm. Good for him. That's kind of cool. I wonder if that was like a resume item. Remember, you need an answer with your number. If you just post a number, you're not eligible to win. Surprise, these young whippersnappers know G.I. Joe. Thanks for the sub, Archduke. Oh, this is like the worst place for an undergated nub. Just when I was thinking this was a great kit, and they had to do this shit. What is this? Look up Djibouti dubs too, Nick, but I wouldn't call it kid friendly. What is Djibouti? I mean, I'll try to use the knife here and not. I would rather have a regular nub than an undergated nub like this. She used to come on at 6 a.m. on Sundays when I was a kid. No clue why I would actually wake up and watch it. So the undergated nubs on the RG God is weird. I had the mini Macross kit. It's like they feel like they need to make it a certain challenge level or something, so they stuck these in. I'm very annoyed at this. And this will definitely not fit in there. Otherwise, great kit so far. That G1 Transformers would come on as a block of cartoons from the 80s. I'm gonna have to use a different number. Why do you need to use a different number? You can have multiple people with the same number. In fact, it's encouraged, because if 2 people win, then we get to break out the coin for a coin toss. Song was this? Sounds pretty cool. This is from Pretzel Rocks. This is Sanctuary of the Nomads by James Flamestar, I think. Shoot, did I miss out on a question for the giveaway? So have you seen any of the G.I. Joe PSA? I don't know what you call them. Those funny versions of the PSAs, like the one we referenced for the sale this weekend. When's the new challenge coming out? You don't mind me asking? We do one each year, so the current one is the 2022 coin. So it's usually around March, April that we do the coins each year. We do still have some 2022 coins available. If anybody is a member of the Discord and hasn't grabbed one yet, they should let me win. I've got a baby coming this week, and it could be like a gift from you all. Babies that come. Congrats, Artie. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this last nub on here. And then I will do the straw. The other half is unspeakable violence. I think the other half is dodging the red and blue lasers. At least that was always my understanding. Okay, I'm calling time. You're looking at the Razor Bouncer. I have been on the fence of getting one recently. It's been solid, actually. I'm kind of glad I picked it up. Okay, 1200 was the range. Time has been called. Just ask on customer service for the coin, or you can DM me directly on the Discord, Johnster. I want to handle it either way. I might not get around to invoicing you for it until Monday, depending on when you send it over, but you can DM me. So 323. I'm gonna build just the frame on the RG God I got from Ding and Dat. I think there's a winner. David Codd. Yes, 323, David. So you can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com. David, congratulations. Send over your info and we'll send that out this week. And since we had a winner on the first draw, we'll look into, I'm not making any promises, but we might give away something else. Whether it be some Mecha Warehouse merch or maybe another kit. Cool, just chilling here with you and building a couple up for the night. I appreciate that. So I didn't even know they made an MG Hi-Zack. They haven't been printed in a long time. We've never had them at Mecha Warehouse until the restock yesterday. I ended up grabbing one myself because the Hi-Zack's a pretty cool design. I mean, it's basically like a upgraded Zaku. A sticker pack, maybe. The orange sticker new. No, it's one of the original ones. We'll be cycling it back through though shortly. I think that's going to be the next color that will show up when we run out of yellow. Paint up a Hobby Hi-Zack, that'd be pretty cool. Finishing the 2.0 Freedom is rewarding enough for me. Never seen one, definitely been a while. The MG's proportions are a little wonky, in my opinion. HG Hi-Zack definitely lost its thruster fins to the move, bummer. Gonna have to try and snag an MG Hi-Zack next free spend. Nice. There's so many times that I'm like, I don't really need to get whatever it is that shows up, and I don't know, I kind of had to this time. Okay, so this goes to here, I think. The HG is pretty cool. Wish they would update some of the HG and MG from Zeta. The Gabaldi beta being made so much later on seems to be the only reason its build is updated somewhat. G Gavin play when? I'm not sure. I'm not super familiar with G Gundam. Is G Gundam, are the mobile suits comparable with UC, or are they more like closer to wing size? Like, where do they stand height wise? Okay, D33. Same size, wing size, closer to wing, okay. It feels a little on the smaller size, but this is the first G Gundam anything I built. Size are slightly smaller. Okay, E129. And then F1. 13 and 16. What's up, Victor? I think that they're bigger with the weird piloting style. It's true. It goes, Cervantes just built an amazing MG blade that won her the 16 to 20 GBWC for the Philippines. I think I saw something about that floating around somewhere. They're less bulky than wings since they aren't armed with teeth. They have giant wings and thrusters on them, being martial arts centered. Ka kits vastly different builds versus standard release, and are the kits that only come for Ka, like the MG New Gundam. I don't know that there's much in the way of only kits that are only for Kas. Like the MG EX is technically a Verka, I think, the MGX Unicorn. I don't think they're supremely different than the base designs, but I don't have enough experience with the whole line to say for sure. What was the winning number? 323. Is there a Dark Gundam kit out there? I don't know. I'm not familiar with Dark Gundam, so probably not. Is that a thought chat? MG Verkakak. Shocked at the size difference between the IBO and Wing Gundams. Put my MG Bartos next to Desaitel Custom. It's like a little brother to the Barbie. At my house, I forgot to close a lid on my trailer. At least it's just a lid and not a gas tank or something. I did that with my lawn tractor a year or two ago. Forgot to cap the gas tank and had it outside for some reason. And then it rained. Not ideal. Actually, regular versions of most Verka kits, like the Sasmi New and High New, I just built the High New Verka. It's something different enough to make it a better build than the standard. 144 no grade Devil Gundam and the MSIA figure, which was able to snag new in box from eBay for 50. Made it. Took kids so long to fall asleep. How are we doing tonight? What's up, Oren? It's raining hard, and I went outside in the slides. So they're going to do a reprint of Devil Gundam since they just made a clear version. I think they might be. They reprinted a lot of like the no grade and old high grade God Gundam stuff. MG New Gundam that's not Verka. Yes. Just like there's a MG Sazabi that's not the Verka. I don't think they print them as frequently. I think the Verkas of those are significantly more popular. And as a result, they actually get printed more frequently. I know the MG Hi New, the original version, has been printed in the last year or two. But I don't think the regular New Gundam or Sazabi master grades have been printed since I've been in the hobby. And I'm not sure anybody really cares that they haven't been. I'm not sure. Just join. Which kit are you building? This is the RG God Gundam. Anyone win? Had to go walk my dog. Yeah, we had a winner on the first draw. We're gonna give away something else, I think. Or the High New Verka because they're almost the same price and it comes with a much better funnel display system. My only complaint with the glass file is I feel like I need to like see it from just the right angle to make sure it's actually like has good contact. And I'm struggling a little bit with that. clean sanding sponges. I think some of you can actually wet and clean. Painter's tape can clean it. Cool. Topic, but I ordered another pair of Display 3.0s last week, and they actually came with foam line storage case now. That was an awesome change. Yes. I'm definitely making some improvements to some stuff. You can buy those cases now separately too. Is that nippers? Yes. So my aqueous Gundam seed comes from you today. Mega fast shipping, my friend. Glad you got him in good time. Caught us at a good time though. We were struggling to keep up like a week ago. We're just starting to kind of get back to caught up. Take off. See you all next week. See you later, Jay Punisher. What's the con you're attending next? Depeche. Tomorrow is Granite Con up here in New Hampshire, Manchester. Relatively small one. There's only one Gundam category. But I'll be stopping by, bringing the new video guy Ethan with me. And hopefully we'll get a few good interviews. And just have a good time in general. So decent low cost set of nippers. My 10-year-old son is using my $10 God hands. I don't want to upgrade him, but pretty sure he's destroyed something like the displays. I feel like if you got the $10 God hand, like the normal nippers, those are supposed to be one of the better inexpensive options out there. Entry nippers he wouldn't destroy, but are probably a step down actually, and I'm not sure what's in between that wouldn't be like the 3.0s. Some cheap Tamiya ones. I don't know, it's all like perspective. I think the inexpensive normal nippers from God Hand are pretty good from what I've heard. Okay, so this one goes here somewhere. Oh, there we go. You know, God Hand makes cheap nippers. They do. They've got, I think they're the, was it the 125s, I think? Normal nippers they're called. They're like on par price-wise to the, what was I going to say? On par price-wise with the entry nippers. I've heard they're decent. I've never used them. And 25 of the set that arrived today is to my replacement set of runner nips. They work great for that. Should the shield liger, does anyone know of a decal guide I could use? I don't feel confident in picking locations out myself. I have not seen one. I haven't really looked for one though either. So Rob Rosenkrantz going on Nick and Crew. Go-tos are the Mr. Sharpness from Mr. Hobby. For some reason, they just feel more comfortable to me than all the other brands I've tried. That definitely counts for something. That was close. I almost dropped the razor. I think right now the G Rework has the best looking decals on the market. From a design perspective, still need to try out some G Rework at some point. My confidence in getting anywhere past even like part way into the second leg tonight is I don't know, low confidence that I want to get too much further. Okay, we should do a second draw though, or a second giveaway. We already gave away the MG Hi-Zack. Let's make it winner's choice. The choices will be a one of the Night at the Warehouse posters. We'll throw in the Night at the Warehouse sticker as an option. I think we still have a few of those lying around. The patches or a pin. So you got choices: poster, patches, pin, or a sticker. So for this giveaway, let's put a number between 1 and, actually, let me figure out what that number is. I don't know what my question is for that matter. Let's do a number from 1 to 500. And which one did you want to win if you won? Let's do that. Poster, sticker, patches, or pin. So remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You have to be present to win, and you need your answer and your number in the same comment to be eligible to win. Okay. 2 more parts here. D35. Patch is a coin, but that's not an option. E121. So I have to say though, the one thing that the worst part about going to this IPMS show tomorrow is that Sunday is a day that I usually get a chance to build, or family hobby time and all that kind of stuff, and I don't think I will get that time unless things end very early and I get lucky and get home and have plenty of time. So we building, Kevin. I'm working on an RG God Gundam tonight. Best Oculus kit, and why is it Messer? I don't think the Messer is all that Zaku-like. Messer's neck is live build at the con. Yeah, but the stuff that I usually do Sunday is like painting and that kind of stuff. I've got a Leo flight type I've been working on. I got a couple batches of parts that need the next coats of paint or whatever. And I think it's gonna have to wait till next week. What's your opinion on God Gundam so far? So far, so good. Definitely very detailed. There's only been one set of nubs that's been really challenging. There's also more Dom Sazabi. Yeah, definitely a bit more of that vein. Do you have any advice for taking apart kits to paint them later down the line? My biggest would actually be when you're putting it together is to cut and trim any pegs that might be challenging for the disassembly. And then the second, I guess, would just be a part separator is worth its weight in gold when you're disassembling a kit, or can be at least. Let's see. Evening, what we build tonight. RG Sosby tonight, Tom. I would say pin. We're giving away a patch, sticker, pin, or a poster. And that was the question, is which one would you want? I'm going to call time here, actually. Okay, so 1 to 500. 454. $454. Let's see if we have a winner. I don't think there's a winner. I think there was a 454 in the last draw. Oh no, I see a 454. The Toy Mechanic RN. Wow. 2 wins back to back. You guys are on a lucky streak. I better not put up anything super expensive. Congrats to Toy Mechanic RN. You also can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info. And we'll send out a prize. And it looks like you were interested in a pin. So send out a pin this week for you. Shiny Gundam, I won on last week's stream. Arrived safe and sound today. Thanks again, Nick. You guys are doing outstanding work. Awesome. RG Sosby, did I hear the correct? RG God Gundam. Oh, that would be fun. Any news on what MGA you're getting for next restock? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's in the next restock, actually. I think next week's going to be a little bit lighter from what I remember. This ankle armor is an interesting design with just a rear connection point like that. Anyone know how long I should wait on letting a Tamiya X12 dry before I apply some clear coat onto it for that nice shine? No idea. Somebody probably has some advice though, I'm sure. I've never used Tamiya paints. Building a Master Grade Z-God, can't wait to paint it with aquatic camo colors. That's cool. Which colors for the aquatic? Fix my AB. Need some more thinner, not less. This kit does feel super premium for like raw plastic. This looks pretty darn good. This one was supposed to be able to achieve the that ridiculous like 90-degree bend though, wasn't it? I wonder how you do that. I want to figure that out in order to pose this the way I want to pose it. Thought the ankle armor in that RG God would fall out, but it stayed pretty well. The blue shade's nice. So tonight in the giveaway, yeah, sometimes we struggle to give away anything. And tonight we've had two quick wins. Better skid so far than the MG you made a few weeks back. I made a high grade most recently. I'd say that this seems nicer from a plastic perspective at least. Okay, D17 and 18. Starting the other leg. Let's build the MG Kirsten. Loved it. Looking at Dynamo's Freedom 2.0 or Jester for my next kit. Any Rex? I think they're all solid. I should have a giveaway here. What's that supposed to mean? Froze Barkley, what's up? First I'm hearing about hand issues in the Jesta. What's up with that? What's wrong with the hands? So this goes down. This starts up. Has the articulated fingers. Oh. D11. First I'm here. How do the rules work? Hey, Christopher. So with the giveaways, if that's what you're referring to, periodically throughout the stream, we'll ask a question and ask people to put a number in the chat and answer a question. And then we draw numbers and see if somebody wins. We've given away 2 things tonight already, though, so I'm not sure where we're at now. C44. It's an awesome kit. For good things about Dynamiz. Okay. So this goes in like that, I believe. I can't believe we're already like 3/4 of the way through the stream and I'm only now starting the second leg. I feel like this shouldn't be that complex, but apparently it is. But maybe my opinions are just wrong because I haven't built a ton of real grade so far. It's not just unique, it takes longer than I thought to. Well, that's good to know. I really want to get onto that other project I have but I want to finish this first, and I was gonna try to do the pair of the ASC's Armored Special Carrier, whatever it's called, to pose it with. Idea on how often God Hands update their tools, i.e. 4 to 5. Should we expect a 6.0 soon? I have no idea. I haven't heard anything from them about a 6.0. I wouldn't be surprised if they start feeling more pressure from like disband stuff, that maybe they move to a 6.0, and I don't know what they would improve about it in order to try to compete. I feel like the main thing they need to compete on, though, is price, which might be hard for them to do. Bro, I want a Kipesh MG Stardust memory kit to better frame one day. Got the legs and arms in the RG Unit 01. You only got them done, or you only received them? I'm confused. I'm missing context, I guess. Nick, did you have family move night this week? We did. It was in the Battle of My Eyelids, and everyone, see you later, Erfig. Have a good night. We did. We watched The Last Jedi. Or maybe I should say we're watching. I think we had like 20 minutes of it left when I had to run up here to get the stream ready. I was kind of annoyed about that. We got a little bit of a late start. So I think I'm going to go down and pick up where I was at when I had to come up. Okay, D25 and G220. To start building RG Ava kits, but I have Delpy decals and want to know if the G rework decals look better. And we used both before. I just like The Last Jedi, but did have some amazing moments. Bad rap, I actually enjoyed it. I'm trying to just enjoy it for the sake of it being a movie. I don't know, I feel like there's some stuff that I don't like about it either, but I feel like BBR2 is entertaining. Or not BBR, BB8. I'm apparently losing my mind. Turn to your galactic cinema adventure. No worries. I blame the family because we got a late start because they decided to take a walk while I jumped in the shower. We trimmed up my my beard and hair, so I jumped in the shower to get cleaned up, and I decided to take a walk while I was in there, and didn't get back very quickly. Filer to use. I'm using a Razer Origin tonight. Not as bad as the Rise of Skywalker though. Is that the that's the last one? I haven't seen the episode 9 yet. I think we'll probably try to watch that next week if there's time. So I had gone to open night to all the new Star Wars films. They all hold a place in my heart regardless. I kind of feel that way about the original trilogy, or not the original trilogy, the episodes 1, 2, and 3. Like, everybody hates the Phantom Menace, or maybe not everybody hates it, but a lot of people are not big fans of the Phantom Menace, but it was like my first Star Wars movie that I saw in theaters. And so for that reason, I think I'll always hold it in a little bit higher esteem, I guess. I'm here watching Andor. I haven't yet. I haven't seen, was it Rogue One either? And do you think Rogue One's a necessary watch before watching Andor, or would it be better to watch Andor first? Because isn't there a character crossover between the two of those? Menace to start with them all, so yeah, right? I'll try the gun primer eraser. What do you think? I haven't tried that. This is the only gun primer sanding tool I've used. It was a prequel to Rogue One. Hate the sequels, dislike the prequels, like the originals. One more episode of Andor to watch to catch up. It's okay. Obi-Wan not required. We're watching R1 first, will not ruin anything. It'll take me to see the special editions of the original trilogy before the prequels started being released. They were actually my first Star Wars movies I saw in theater. That's cool. So I watch Andor first before Rogue One. Clone Wars are good. I was a big fan of like the KOTOR games and the whole like Knights of the Old Republic and the idea of a universe where there's more than like a Jedi. I like the lightsaber duels and all that kind of stuff, and I feel like the original trilogy is really light on that stuff because of the matter of how the movie plays out. So in a lot of ways, I kind of like the prequels better. Rogue One is easily one of the better recent movies. What is up there? Mandalorian, better than the prequels and sequels, in my opinion. I still play KOTOR on the Switch, brings back good memories. Yeah, times I want to go back and like replay it. I think they had released it like on a tablet or something, and I started trying, but I didn't get very far. I feel like it's a deep commitment. Okay, D26, D22. Rogue One is easily one of the better. I already read that one. Been using Audible and listening to the Thrawn series. My only connection to Thrawn is the TIE Fighter game. When you essentially serve under Thrawn at certain parts or certain campaigns or whatever. How's your Stardew Valley farm coming along? I burnt out of that a while back. I was like trying to go for the complete game, and I just kind of lost interest. It was good while it lasted, though. Thought about maybe trying to start up like a co-op game or something with the family. We could all play together, but I don't know. Replaying it all doesn't really. I'm not sure it's the best use of my time. Wolverine's Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan is still with the top 3 live-action lightsaber fights. And Star Wars, Rogue One's my favorite, followed by Rebels and Clone Wars. Bad Batch is decent too. I only watched some of the Clone Wars. I haven't watched all of it. I haven't watched Bad Batch. Went to ditch tonight. I'll see you later, Jack Chan. Both series are great co-op games. Can't wait till my oldest is a little bit older. I'd love to go play like the original Diablo 2, and I haven't actually played Diablo 3, I think, but I could see getting into that. My son just turned 9, so getting there, but I feel like those games require a little bit more maturity. It's like I will very much enjoy introducing him to things like StarCraft and Warcraft 2 and all those other now classic games. Speaking of Stardew, I've never minded the game that was announced to back, the Haunted Chocolatier. I heard about that. Did it come out, or is it still just pre-release? When I played Diablo 3 with our kids, definitely a learning curve. I think they had a lot of fun. I feel like that'd be a really fun game to play, like with the family, especially like Diablo 2 with the expanded class list and the way those can all interact and stuff. We're having way back now before we had kids. Kate and I played a little Diablo 2 together. I don't know, I think she was a little overwhelmed. I also got her into one of the text games I used to play, one of the MUDs I was into, briefly. It was kind of fun. AOE2 is the best of those RTS or Code Red. Destiny or something like that then. Pretty sure it's still in development. Haven't heard a bit of it since the announcement. What's up, Anthony? World of Warcraft. I never played World of Warcraft. I saw that like came out when I was in college, I think, or right before, right after I started. And I know freshman year, it ruined a few kids' prospects of finishing their degrees, let's say. My MMO type experience was mainly MUDs. I thankfully managed to avoid any of the more popular MMOs. Watched Jurassic World in theater. When the T-Rex took out the Indominus, my kid jumped out of the seat and yelled, yes, got the whole theater clapping and cheering. That's pretty cool. Okay. E2, 36 and 38. Okay. And F2, 18. Neverwinter's pretty good D&D MMO. I remember hearing okay things about that. I just managed to stay out of most of those. I played a game back in the day called Medivh, or Medivh, which was like probably the largest of the MUDs, which is a multi-user dungeon. It was basically the precursor to the whole MMO scene. Giant text game. Put way too many hours into that. I'm feeling like a lot of deja vu. I feel like I was really close to this point that I'm at right now when we ended last time, just on the other leg. Come on, Nick Zork. I requested for about 8 years, I think. I tried World of Warcraft after, but never got the hook. Yeah, I never tried World of Warcraft. I knew I'd probably be addicted, and I didn't like the whole, especially at the time, the whole, like, pay model or whatever. Glad to hear you're paying attention to game ratings introduced to your kids. I've been trying to not just go straight to craziness. Game you played way before that you want a good remake. Ooh, that's a good question. Don't know if I have a good answer for it. It's like my go-tos, like I was big into like StarCraft and Warcraft 2. I feel like they both have already had remakes though. Isn't there like a remastered StarCraft out there? Let's just insert Gundam game here. I don't think I played any Gundam games back in the day. Look at Remaster Skies of Arcadia. We're gonna get remakes of Command and Conquer, the original Empire Earth. I mean, Command and Conquer was good. Played Red Alert. think Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. They killed Brood War private lobbies like ICCUP. Definitely killed the official Brood War Pro StarCraft scene when they released the remaster. Oh, really? That sucks. I wish they wouldn't put nubs as close to like a little segmented line here. I don't know how I got rid of it on the other side. Maybe it was sandpaper? I'd quit Final Fantasy 11 or stay married. And those are no joke. They can definitely be addictive. The one MMO, there's one that I wish I had played, but I never like could get signed up or whatever, because you know I was a teenager and no credit card, and I couldn't talk my parents into it. It was what it was called, Mankind or something like that. It was like an MMRTS or whatever, MMORTS. Interesting concept. Back and got a level 200 Maple Story character a couple summers ago. True childhood dream come true. It's not the grind it used to be though. Maybe not so much a remake, but more developed for major consoles. Mine would be Rengoku, the Tower of Purgatory. PSP would love to see it. PlayStation, Xbox. I feel like I've been so out of the gaming scene. I don't know if I've even heard of that one. Chrono Trigger remake, some soundtracks, some extra content, but a 3D graphic engine, even a cell shade upgrade would be rad. Did they ever remake the original Half-Life? Or do like a remaster on that one? I think they did, with the Steam engine or something. I want FormSoft to get back to making mecha games so Chrome Hounds can live again. Still waiting on Half-Life 3. Good luck. If it comes out, I'll probably be first in line to get it. I think Half-Life 2 was the only game I ever got the day it came out. I was in college freshman year. I'm pretty sure I remember getting out of chemistry class, picking it up, and then having a glorious 20 something hours that weekend playing it nonstop all the way through. Good friend of the time. Buy Half-Life 2 on Steam. I thought it was cool. Steam was the future way back then. I bought it in the store. Back when, I'm sure Steam existed, and I probably had to install Steam to play it or whatever, but in fact, I think my Half-Life 2 box is sitting behind me on the shelf. Is it in the frame there? No, I think it's one cube over. It's not a frame. Yeah, back when you could buy PC games in stores. I miss those days. Yeah, exactly. When GameSpy back when they were a game server long before they did the Blockbuster thing. All right. Yeah, this is like literally, I think, where I ended the other night. This is where I'm at right now. Still got my Orange Box, Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal somewhere on my gaming shelf. Nice. Portal was a good game. And Team Fortress 2 was pretty good as well. I mean, I guess anything with the Steam engine was pretty solid for the most part. Game spec for Battlefield 1942. Battlefield 1942 was a good game too. Back in those days when I used to play games a lot. Ever try the Desert Comet mod? I did. I remember that one. That was a good mod too. And I want to say, well, actually, was it part of the game? You could play with bots, and I remember like lots of times just like playing these massive games with tons of bots or something in that game, I think. The other one that I used to love back in the day was the old Star Siege Tribes. I never played any of the other Star Siege games, but Tribes and the whole like the introduction to team-based shooting games was really cool. Tribes was awesome. Yeah, there we go. Tribes was good stuff. The whole like dueling skiing mechanic. I guess that would be a good game for a remake. Now I like Tribes 2. I like Tribes, like the original Tribes just remade would be cool. Jetpacks and skis. Modern games need to take note. Although it wasn't actually skis, it was just that the whole idea of like quickly moving down hills. But you get the little mod or whatever, the script that would make it so you could hold the space bar and it would automatically multi-jump for you. They bring it back to LAN party vibes, yeah. Back when I was in college, we had this thing called Freshman Summer Institute where I went, which was like the in-depth orientation for engineering students. You spent a week, did some projects, and took a few like refresher classes to kind of get ready for starting in the fall. And when I was a grad student, I had the opportunity to be one of the teaching assistants, which meant that not only were you like helping out getting the kids from place to place, but you're basically like a babysitter essentially. And so I took over one of the engineering computer labs in the evening, and I think one of the years I helped out with it, we did I think we did Tribes one year. The kids had never heard of it because they were too young for it, but it was, like abandonware at that point, so it was very easy to set up in the lab. Didn't require fancy computers, so we could make it work on not super great computers they had in the engineering lab or whatever. It's good times. Tribes Ascend. So did that end up being like an actual sequel, or was that a remake, or what? I never played Tribes 2. I heard it was not the same. Like they changed gameplay mechanics too much. Chance of you moving Mecha Warehouse down here to Florida? 0. I think somebody asked for the weekly update about us ever having multiple locations, like locations in other states, and the answer was no, because the advantages of being in New Hampshire are just too great, and having another location even in another state would cause some pain. Yeah, Unreal Tournament was a shit. That was a pretty cool game. Don't know, I never played it. It was a broke college student at the time. Gotcha. The comp sci floor of my dorm at NIU, we had one of the few dorm lands. The amount of Quake 2 we played definitely had an effect on my grades. I can feel that. There's definitely a period where a bunch of interns and we were working at this place where we would kind of switch things over in the afternoons, like on a Friday when everybody disappeared. We had little portable versions of certain games that you didn't need to have fully installed in the computer, so you could just throw them on and keep an eye out for someone official looking like they were going to come by, and it was good times. When are you going to start stocking styrene plastic plates, tubes, and other geometric shapes for Gunpla modding? At some point, I don't know the exact timing. I feel like we need to get through our recent logistical hurdles, just trying to manage our check-in and ordering and all that kind of stuff. Thanks for the sub, Achilles Rubiano. We've been struggling with some of that stuff, so we need to get our feet underneath ourselves. I feel like nothing's been normal since the move. I think we're starting to get closer though, so hopefully in the near future. It's the right side, right? Here we go. There we go. So a little bit further on this leg than we were on the other leg when we ended last time. Family and I had a wonderful time visiting your location this past August. Oh, okay. Was that you? Probably. What was I going to say? Completely losing my mind. I'm tired. So anyway, I think that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. We'll pick up next week. Hopefully finish this leg, and it looks like the waist is next. So we'll be working on that next week. Same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I think. Although, yeah, I think we should be good for next week. So I'll have to make sure. I think we might be going somewhere during the day, but I don't think it'll prevent us from having the stream. But keep an eye out either way. Thank you all for watching, especially those of you who are here now and stuck it out well past the double giveaway winner thing. Really appreciate you hanging out. I had a good time. Hope you did too. See you next week. And yeah, that's all.